Good morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out, right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, Saturday has come to a conclusion. The college game has rested for the week, and now we're off to the NFL. We got ourselves some good ones coming up today. One in progress right now at the half. The Steelers doing what the Steelers do, and, well, the Vikings, not looking so great. Regardless, we got some great games to recap from yesterday in our little half-an-hour show we're going to be doing right now, getting you ready. Of course, recapping yesterday's college stuff all the way. Junior college, Division III, Division II, NAIA, FCS, FBS, and, of course, getting you ready for the NFL. Plenty to come today, so stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. Starting things off, of course, a little bit of high school action. Bishop Gorman bounces back with a gritty 14-0 victory over number 9 Santa Margarita. Carson Palmer's boys couldn't quite get it done, man. Rough go, but it is Bishop Gorman, just to throw that out there. Also, number 11 Edna Carr does away with Holy Cross. So high school games on Saturdays, awesome. They are completed. Edna Carr from Louisiana looking strong. Bishop Gorman from Vegas looking strong. Also, we got a couple things thrown for the 3C2A in junior college, man. San Mateo, they had a challenge from Fresno City. Not quite good enough for Fresno City as number 1 San Mateo prevails. Solid game there. And Riverside needs to do something on defense. Palomar put up 49 points. Though Riverside put up 62, that's concerning. That's probably why they have 2 losses on the record so far. Yeah. Also, we're going to be jumping on the NJCAA. Some more action there. I think, Coffeyville shocking number 9 Butler has got to be like the upset of the week. And Iowa Western holds strong versus Iowa Central. Jumping into the D3 world, man. We had ourselves Christopher Newport knocking off Susquehanna. Huge victory there for those guys. Also, Alma over Hope in the Division II world. Let's just say, California, Pennsylvania, man, doing their thing versus Slippery Rock. Again, guys, so many games to cover, so little time. In the NAIA, Grandview looking strong at home, continuing their dominance. FCS action. Let's get into the North Dakotas and South Dakotas, correct? Still looking strong along the top, as well as some FBS action from yesterday and some NFL. Here we go, y'all. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Commercial-free, 30 minutes. We're getting into it today, y'all. Let's do the thing. So again, just as we have a 14-6 halftime with the Steelers leading, you know what? They look good. You can't be mad. You can't be mad, right? I know it's tough. I feel bad for the Vikes fans out there, man. They just came out looking flat. They honestly, I don't know what it is right now with this team. They need to get it together quick, though, because, Steelers are no team to let get ahead and then try to make a comeback against. I know some people can say, oh, yeah. Okay, look, this team right now, I truly do feel that the Steelers are moving. This team is moving. They're coming. And this is a good year for these guys. It really is. Whether you want to agree with that or not, Aaron Rodgers can be dialed in at any given point. I know you can say whatever you want to about the whole Jets thing and whatever, but he's still Aaron Rodgers, guys. And at the end of the day, this is still a pretty damn good Steelers team with a very good defense. This is what happens. And man, these guys, oh my gosh, the Ravens Steelers games are going to be so good again this year, are they not? So anyway, guys, go ahead and jump on into a little bit of high school action for you guys really fast. Again, this is going to be real quick today. We're just kind of running through it. High school football, man. Edna Carr again. Well, let's start with the bigger one because this was pretty cool, man. Seeing good old Bishop Gorman get out there and get it done, right? Look, Mater Dei handed them a loss. I do feel now there's definitely going to be a 2-horse race, Mater Dei and St. John Bosco. But you know what? It's still, Bishop Gorman's still in the mix. This was a much-needed win. If Bishop Gorman would have lost this one, they would have been completely out of it. However, this is a solid victory for these guys here. Bishop Gorman still looking good. They're going to still be in that top part. I want to say they'll be somewhere in the top 3, maybe. Well, around there, top 3, top 5. But the Gales still coming out looking as strong as they have, and a nice little road trip for those guys. Carson Palmer's boys, man, Santa Margarita could not get a point. Rough go for them, but again, this is what happens, man. This is a trendy league. They're a very solid league. Honestly, the best conference or best league in the world, or best league in high school football. And we know what they're capable of, right? But when it comes down to it, I do feel that, Bishop Gorman obviously belongs. I seriously feel we should just have like a league, like honestly, like conferences in high school, like how we do in college. Because I mean, realistically, who wants to play these guys? Nobody. So I mean, Trinity League, huge league in Southern California, and you're getting out of state teams like Bishop Gorman to play. Why not just try to create this? But anyway, I digress. We're not going to go too far into that. But I will say it was a fun day yesterday in high school football. So congratulations again to Bishop Gorman getting that thing done. Edna Carr looking strong. Let's go ahead and move on now into some 3C2A action. Won't stay too long on this, but man, I guess a couple things to note here, man. Sequoias, they shock Butte. Down goes number 2, man. Calls the Sequoias, the Roadrunners take their first loss of the season. Huge victory for the Giants. And Sequoias just looks as good as they have, right? Riverside survives Palomar. I'm very beside myself. For those who don't know, former Riverside player here, it is so hard to see these guys struggle, of course. But again, the Tom Kraft era is over. His son is in there. I'm giving them benefit of the doubt. They're going to be fine. But, it's painful just to see the losses and to see these guys not in that top 3 right now. But regardless, solid stuff there over Palomar, getting a nice victory. San Mateo, look, these guys get a challenge from Fresno City. Very, very, very good game. But when it comes down to it, you knew San Mateo was going to go down there and get it done. This team is good. It's 23-14 victory, by the way. The champs survive a tough test, but when it comes down to it, you knew this team was going to be as good as it gets, right? You knew that the Bulldogs were going to go down there and, it was a business trip. This team's not going to lose against anybody. And then watch them get upset next week. Just kidding. But right now, this team is strong. They're the one who runs California, and what do you do, So overall, great victory there for those guys. Golden West getting a nice victory there now. They're now 5-0 on the year, including a win over Riverside this year. So these guys really are the real deal. But overall, guys, like I said, I just wanted to kind of throw out some of these things here in some of these early games. We had an overtime game last night. That was amazing. Number 6, Southwestern survives number 18, San Diego Mesa, 40-38 on the road. The Jaguars stay perfect, 5-0, proving once again they're for real. What a game, guys. So we're going to talk about these moving forward, moving into next week a little bit too. A bounce back from number 8, Mount San Antonio, after losing to Citrus last week, man. After the Mighty got knocked off, Moore Park, man, was the receiving end of that 61-12 beatdown yesterday. So again, just lots of fun stuff there in the 3C2A. Let's go ahead and move it on now into some NJCAA action. Then we'll take ourselves a short break. But NJCAA, man, yesterday did not disappoint either. We had some fun ones. Coffeyville shocks number 9 Butler 31-28 at home. The Red Ravens take down the Grizzlies in a Jayhawk Classic. This was a really, really, really good game. Major poll shakeup for this one next week. Also, Iowa Western rolls past number 10 Iowa Central. Look, Iowa Western just got clunked again by Hutchinson. Those two just keep on going back and forth. You gotta love it. Iowa Western was champs a couple years ago. They're leading the charge, and now Hutchinson takes over, and they're the ones clunking Iowa Western on the head down, man. Reavers and Blue Dragons. You gotta love it. Middle America battle there for the NJCAA. However, Council Bluffs last night was just rolling for these Reavers. They prove they're still national contenders. And the Tritons, they need to regroup after a very tough road loss there. But overall, that's pretty much that. We had a couple things here. I mean, East Mississippi over, they got themselves a nice little win. And George Military getting another win as well for those guys. Garden City blast Ellsworth 6-10 on the road. Statement win after Coffeyville was upset last week. Or after they were upset by Coffeyville last week. So a little bit of NJCAA action. And so we're going to take ourselves a quick break again. Let that regroup a little bit. When we come back, we're going to jump into the rest, guys. Again, got ourselves a quick show today. Recapping everything called yesterday. You are watching 3 and Out right here on IA Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, esports radio fans. This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
And welcome back to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. All right, guys, picking it back up here with some D3 action, talking a little bit of D3 football. All right, well, first things first again, Christopher Newport just doing their thing yesterday, knocking off Susquehanna 41-27. Huge upset, man. Huge upset at home. Stunning the number 13 team in the country. This is a major shocker. Also, Alma over number 15, Hope. These guys take down Hope in a thriller on the road. Telling you, man, D3 football, man, you got to watch this stuff as much as you can. I know you can find it somewhere, but also Mars Hill. We talked about a D2 and D3 matchup yesterday. Mars Hill and Mary Hardin Baylor. Look, the Crusaders they came ready to play, but it wasn't no dice for those guys, man. Rough go for Mary Hardin Baylor as their D3-ness shows Mars Hill getting that victory there. Solid win, though, for Mars Hill. And, man, Mary Hardin Baylor, the woes kind of continue. They're there, but they're not. So 21-7 victory there. And Washington and Jefferson, man, knocking off Grove City. This is a rivalry upset. I mean, what do you do, right? When you see a rival, man, you know that game, it's always up for grabs, right? I mean, rivalries, this is why you play the game, right? It doesn't matter what the record is. So big up there to those guys. Let's go ahead and switch it on now into some Division II. Again, some of the juiciest games, if you will. Division II deal here. And we can't go any further until we get on into California, Pennsylvania, man, knocking off number 9 Slippery Rock, 45-38 on the road. This is a statement PSAC win. Look, again, Division II football, another fun one to try to keep an eye on. I mean, seriously, I try to put the links out as much as I can on Twitter and everything, but you guys got to check out some of these games, man. Unranked Northwest Missouri also shocks number 8 Central Oklahoma, 38-16. The Bearcats roar back into the spotlight. These guys were national champs in the last decade. This is a team that you would expect to see ranked, and this year this hasn't been the easiest for them, but they get a nice victory there. Carson Newman also takes down number 21 Wingate 21-14 in a SAC shakeup there. So expect the Division II rankings to be a little shaken next week for sure, especially after Fayetteville State knocks off rival Virginia State 34-14. Number 23 Virginia State, man. These guys did not know what hit them. Overall, again, guys, another fun shakeup there in Division II, and a couple scares here. Number 17 West Alabama survives North Greenville 52-14 on the road, and number 10 Pittsburgh State edges out Emporia State 42-29 in a Kansas rivalry clash. Again, guys, I love some rivalries. Pitt State, man, let's just go ahead and talk about these guys real quick. I've really been impressed with them this year. They've played very well. The Gorillas are back in business, man. This has been I don't know, it's been kind of a rough go for these guys over the years, but overall, I've seen a lot of improvement. And let's see if these guys can get back up there. I know they had some rough goes even this year. But all right, so let's go ahead and just continue on the speed, shall we? And the NAIA, man. Marion shocks number 5 Indiana Wesleyan 52-14 at home. Again, just goes to show you these mid-states upsets, man, you gotta love them. Marion, though, again, a team who knows all too well about being a high-ranked, strong team, man. And again, they're climbing their way back up. Also, from yesterday in the NAIA, for all you NAIA football fans out there, number 6 Montana Tech stays perfect, defeating number 25 College of Idaho 37-14 at home. Montana Tech is look. I thought this might have been an upset. I even mentioned it on yesterday's show, but a strong performance here from Montana Tech. A team that, honestly, I mean, these guys, I see them climbing in. Anybody slips, man, these guys are going to be a strong top 3 team, I do feel. But then again, Morningside, Benedictine, Grandview, Kaiser, strong teams up in there in the NAIA. Number 9, Montana Western takes on number 20, Dickinson State, 41-21 in Dillon. The Frontier League, man, is fun, but it also, this battle belongs to those Bulldogs, man. Montana Western, again, strong team who's been battle tested this year. A lot like these next guys. Dordt edges out rival number 14 Northwestern. Northwestern Iowa, of course, former champs from a few years back, 21-20 in a GPAC thriller. Look, Dordt, do not sleep on this team. Nobody wants to play Dordt, man. These guys, I know they've had their rough goes in the last couple of years, but again, just a team that you would just love to see battle, right? We also have here number 7 Friends dominating number 22 Evangel 53-0 at home. The Falcons keep flying with another huge win. And number 18 Carroll handles Rocky Mountain 27-13. I thought that might be an upset. I was wrong. Saints climb again into the Frontier. So these guys just keep it going. Number 1 Grandview destroys St. Ambrose. Benedictine destroys Peru State. Morningside gets a nice little victory over Hastings, very close, 41-31. So, those top teams, some having a little trouble, some just dominating, but overall, solid stuff there in the NAI. All right, so we'll move on to the FCS, man. A little FCS action before we get into the NFL for today. So here we go, man. FCS, we got North Dakota just doing their thing, right? Dominating. Look, South Dakota, strong team. I like these guys. But when it comes down to it, you're not beating North Dakota State. As I've been saying, man, over and over and over, please move to the FBS already. It's getting annoying seeing these guys just dominate everybody, as well as South Dakota State. I know they're sort of little brother, even though they kind of climbed out the shadows a little bit in the last couple of years. But come on, guys, you know what I mean? I want to see these guys take on some more talent. Help make the freaking Pac-12 again. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's kind of stupid because I'm a geography guy, and that would be, it's kind of funny to see that, right? But I'm all for it, though, man. Like, I'm all for it. Throw them in the Pac-12. It's not really Pac, but hey, I mean, it'd be nice to see some new, fresh teams to remake that league, and at the same exact time, or that conference. And at the same exact time, get these guys some more competition, man, because they're just absolutely running the FCS. We got teams like Tarleton State, though, that are just right there getting it done, loving it. But anyway, moving forward, number 4, Montana. These guys top Idaho. Big victory there for the Grizzlies. And Montana State crushes Eastern Washington 57-3 at home. Bobcats flex their muscle, as well as number 2, South Dakota State rolling over Mercyhurst 51-7. So, yeah, big games there for those guys in the FCS. And again, there was more, but today we're kind of in a hurry. So moving on over to the FBS. All right, guys, so here comes the big dogs, I guess. Look, last night we can't go any further, right, without getting on into this game. Saturday Night Football, it was a game in Happy Valley. Number 6, Oregon over number 3, Penn State in double overtime, 30-24. The Ducks storm Happy Valley. It was a huge victory for those guys, man. The pick to end it. Overall, I do... Look, I don't know what they're going to do. Franklin, I mean, hey, he'll probably stick around for another 5 years, right? I don't know. But Dan Lanning, man, has these Ducks ready to play. They played extremely well. I love what these guys are doing. I love how strong this team is together. They believe in each other. They're a brotherhood. This is good football, man. So with that said, I really did enjoy the game from start to finish. Defensive struggle basically the entire dang game. And then Oregon scores one. Penn State scores one. I mean, it was like the Me Too. You know what I mean? They came along with them all the way into overtime. This thing was a real battle. Fun stuff, man. Big Ten football, of course. I mean, again, I'm still sore and mad about the Pac-12 dissolving. Regardless, Whose fault is that? Regardless, though, I will say that it was a great game. Oregon, man, you got to love it. Guys are a top team. They're going to be a problem moving forward for anybody who plays them. So, all right, guys, then we'll just go ahead and kind of just top out some of these other games that took place yesterday. The Lobos winning the Battle of New Mexico. What do they call it? The I-20 rivalry. Good stuff there, knocking out New Mexico State. We had number 13 Ole Miss upsetting LSU. Lane Kiffin and his Rebels shake up the SEC. Very nice game there for those guys. Number 17 Alabama as we get back underway in Ireland, by the way. Pittsburgh Steelers still leading 14-6 in this game. So here we go again. Alabama gets rolling. The tide rolls on into Athens and rolls along with a victory. Number 23 Illinois knocking off my stupid, horrible Trojans. I'm just really angry about that. The Illini, they edged out the Trojans in a thriller at home. Good for Illinois. Horrible for USC. Florida State is upset. We talked about that yesterday on Friday night in double overtime. Virginia knocks these guys off in Charlottesville. And, of course, the game that we got to talk about, we talked about it already on Friday. Arizona State knocking off TCU. But number one, Ohio State. Hey, I thought it might just low-key be maybe an upset. But nope, they have no more victories, or the streak is over at home for Washington because Ohio State said, hello, we're here, and did their thing. So big ups there to everybody in the FBS. Crazy stuff, man. You got to love some college football. Let's roll on into the NFL now and get you ready for the week in football, or at least this week in football. So really quick, guys, what do we do, right? We get on into Sunday again. This game has been fun so far. Pittsburgh is showing sheer dominance overall. Solid football from this team so far. Minnesota needs to get it together. This defense looks atrocious. Offensive line is not doing what they need to do. And Aaron Rodgers is running free. All right, getting into today's games, though. Look, Raiders and Bears. Caleb Williams looks to build momentum after a big win after, they visit the Raiders. I mean, really, this is I don't know. To me, the Raiders just look horrible. There's nothing positive to say about this team. Chicago's offense, though, heating up behind Williams and Odunze. Can Vegas defense hold today is the question. That's really the deal there. Of course, I'm taking my Raiders, but they're probably going to lose. All right. Commanders and Falcons. Dan Quinn returns to Atlanta as the Commanders aim to keep rolling at 2-1, while the Falcons look to regroup behind Michael Penix. Look, this is another fun game. I really, really, really want to see like a dogfight in this one. I love seeing those freaking last second field goal games or a last second touchdown or interception to end the game. Even an overtime game would be fun here. As much as I want to see after last week, though, the Falcons kind of scared me a little bit. Commanders are rolling. I'm taking those guys. Next up. Oh, sorry. And I forgot to change my graphic. Look at that. I'm slipping here, guys. NFL Week 4, my apologies. All right, let's try that one more time. All right, even though the Raiders are surely going to lose the Bears, I got to take my team again. We have here Commanders and Falcons. Dan Quinn again returned to Atlanta to as the Commanders aim to keep rolling at 2-1. Yep, I'm taking the Commanders. We have here Saints and Bills. So the winless Saints travel to Buffalo, where Josh Allen and the Bills right, a 13-game home win streak. Hey, Washington's home streak ended yesterday. Just kidding, not the Bills. Rattler, Kamara, whoever else they want to bring, there's not going to be an upset. Bills win this one all day. Browns versus Lions. Lions riding high and aiming for a third straight win, hosting Joe Flacco and the Browns. Goff and St. Brown leading one of the NFC's hottest teams. Who you taking? I got the Lions all day long. Not even a question. Panthers versus Patriots. Both Panthers and Patriots searching for consistency after 1-2 starts. Bryce Young versus Drake May in a quarterback battle. Look, at the end of the day, this is going to be a toss-up. I honestly feel that either team can win. I'm just going to go with the Patriots because they've been a little more consistent in my opinion. Chargers and Giants. Undefeated Chargers head east to face winless Giants. Herbert and the Chargers looking to stay perfect while New York and Russell and Scadaboo and whoever else they can pull off the street. I am a fan of both those players, but this team as a whole is horrible. I got the Chargers all day. Eagles and Buccaneers should be fun. Unbeaten showdown. Both teams are 3-0. Eagles versus the Buccaneers. Hurts and Barkley. Mayfield and Ibuka. I mean, this is just a good game, right? Possible playoff preview here in the NFC. As much as I want to say Buccaneers, though, I got to go fly, Eagles fly. Titans versus the Texans. AFC South battle of winless teams. Stroud and Chubb lead Houston against Ward and Pollard. for Tennessee. Look, this is just a team that both of these teams are atrocious right now, but the Texans are definitely the better of the two, even if they're winless. We're taking the Texans, all right? Also, we have Colts and Rams, another fun one. Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor lead the unbeaten Colts into LA to face Stafford, Kupp, and the Rams. Can Indy stay perfect? I don't know about today. As much as I want to pick them, look, my heart's going Rams, heads going Colts. I'm sorry, heads going Colts, hearts going heads going Rams, hearts going Colts. Sorry, but as much as I want to say the Colts, I think the rain ends today. I think the Rams are a little bit too good. Jaguars and 49ers. The Niners have just won garbage games. They're 4-0, but are they really that good when they've played a bunch of JV teams? I know you can't help what you play, you can't help who you play, but I don't know. At the end of the day, this one they'll probably win this too, and they'll be 5-0. But I don't know, man. So Lawrence looks to rebound, but McCaffrey's Niners and defense looking strong, looking tough even without Bosa. I think they'll win this one. Also, Rams and Chiefs today, a fun one, man. AFC showdown, a possible playoff matchup here. Ravens and Chiefs. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry versus Mahomes and KC. This is a nearly 50-50 matchup. As much as I want to say, Chiefs will probably win this thing, because the Ravens have had a very odd year so far. I think the Ravens bounce back and win this one. And then, of course, Sunday Night Football tonight, man. We're going to hear The Voice singing her song. We'll be giving you the full preview of this one tonight. Of course, I'll be talking about that one. And, of course, for the Monday night doubleheader, Jets versus Dolphins and Bengals versus Browns. So, with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and cue that music. I told you it was going to be fun today, all right? Shut up. Okay. Tomorrow, we got some great games. Today, we got some great games. Again, pick your poison, right? Who do you think? Who do you got? Thank you to everybody for tuning in, man. You guys are amazing. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for everybody just jumping on in here. A little 30-minute show, a little break in between. But lots of fun, right? We've got to enjoy football as it's here. We are now 5 minutes into this third quarter, and the Pittsburgh Steelers look like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Overall, though, we'll be getting into this game later on and giving you a quick little recap. I don't know who's going to join me. It might be Teran. It might be somebody else. I don't know. But don't forget, tune in today, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Right before The Voice sings, we get off the air and get on into Sunday Night Football. Again, tonight should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, Packers and Cowboys. It's kind of sad, right? It's the return of Michael Parsons. Good old Micah Parsons, man. Hey, he's looking good over there. But Dak Prescott, I don't know. No. This team is... Some people are saying they're already in tank mode. I don't know. We'll see what good old Jerry wants to do. But Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs in this defense, they're looking good. The Packers are a strong football team, man, and they're going to be really hard to beat, especially for those Cowboys tonight. So, again, I think you can kind of see where I'm already leaning. Let's see if I can get convinced in the next couple of hours. Anyway, so there you go. Quick pick 'em there. Fun stuff. And there you have it. Let me know who your favorite games are for this week. I definitely want to know. And, of course, check us out, man. Give us a follow all over the place. X, TikTok, and YouTube. We are all over the place here. Check us out. Subscribe to us. Definitely enjoying the ride here. And loving TikTok, man. You guys got to jump on there. Love the comments. Love the interaction. So, again, give us a follow. Subscribe on YouTube. We appreciate you guys so very much, man. And thank you for all of the love and support. So, there you guys have it. Should be a fun game tonight. And lots of great games. Like I said, again, congratulations to Bishop Gorman getting a nice victory there on the road versus Santa Margarita. Look, we knew it was going to be a good one. I didn't think it was going to be a shutout, but man, good game there. Again, in the FBS, I guess we can look at a few more games while we're here on the outro, man. I mean, Tennessee escaping Mississippi State, 41-34 in overtime. I don't know. Also, Georgia Tech escaping Wake Forest, 30-29. The Jackets stay perfect on the road. Even Vandy got themselves a little bit of a challenge today versus Utah State. Not that big of a deal. Notre Dame finally wins the game. Just kidding. And Missouri and UMass, one to forget, I guess. Regardless, good week of college and high school football, and the NFL is here. We're ready to do our thing. We made our picks, and I will see you guys tonight. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.